What's up, guys? Alexander Thomas here. Welcome back to Gaming Time 123. So this Christmas I got Commander Legends for Christmas. Um, eh, almost dropped it. There's 24 Commander Legends draft boosters in it. I'm going to make it make sure I have this right. I'm thinking that each of these Commander Legends draft boosters are supposed to have 20 cards in them, if I'm correct. How many cards are there in a Commander Legends draft booster? 20 cards. Okay, yes, that's what we need to know. And they have certain things in here. I have this thing, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually put the price thing in the calculator I have up already. So just let you guys, so just show you. That might be what it is. I'm not saying it is. That's what we're going to look for. Alright. There's 24 packs, so in reality, I obviously didn't buy this. Let's see here. Commander Legends was about according to this $130. Is that right? So an average, that means for an average per pack, it just go for 130. Means that each pack has to be worth about $5, about $5.50, for it to be valued enough that we were getting enough. We just want to make sure I understand what's in each of these packs, just to give you guys an understanding. According to this, there's 24 packs. There's 24 boosters that include 20 cards. I should have read that. Do not see what it says with. There it is. I did get this, but it has a whole bunch of cards in this, and I don't know. The most expensive card currently in the set, which is Jeweled Lotus. That is the most expensive card, and there are a couple of tutors and those sort of things in here as well. But the most official expensive card is Jeweled Lotus. It is $170. But that's not the most expensive card, believe it or not. Jeweled Lotus actually comes in a few other arts as well. Jeweled Lotus.
Jewelers around Concord, sure.
Jeweled Lotus. That's a proxy. The current most expensive card, even as used, is $230 some with this. That's a huge price for it. It could be that much. That could be it if we get that amount. It just depends on what we get and what we have. Scissors here. Now, what I am worried about a little bit is because in previous, I've seen that sometimes these things have been, how to say this, they were scammed. And then looking at the little thing here, that does not, because they might actually put the wrapping. So hopefully these packs are not opened. That's my only edge. That's the only thing I'm worried about right now. But hopefully they're not opened, and it doesn't appear they're opened at this time. Wizards. And we'll. They are sealed. We're good. Now we're just going. We have draft, build bugs, commander battle. Yeah. Here's the guilds. We've got. We went back to my thing here. We have the guilds. It's kind of hard. It might be hard to see for you guys, but we have every color. I'm gonna read it for this thing. You got white, blue, which is flyers. White, red, which is bunch of tokens. Blue, red, which is graveyards. Blue, sorry, it's blue. That's blue. That was the blue, black. Blue, white, which is it's a pirate's life for you. Pirates, apparently. Oh, red, black, or black, red. It's treasure tokens and sacrifice and stuff. Green, black is elves. Red, green is giant creatures. White, yellow, or white, whichever you call it, is all about 1/1 counters. Green, blue, which is extra mana, massive spells, and then white, red, which is aurora and equipment cards. And each wave pack, I'm just going to read on this one just because it didn't show me as. Each pack may contain CMN cards. Oh, may contain these CMN cards. 1 through 100, and this also has the option for 512 through 614. Includes one rare, one rare mythic, 3 uncommons, 13 commons, 2 legendary cards, which could be anything, and 1 foil. And then the option is that foil, mythic, showcase, or borderless cards are less than 1% boosters. So in reality, we should only get 1, if any. Hopefully we get a little more than that. 13 commons, really? They're 2 legendary cards. Actually, most legendary cards, by the way, are not common. They're actually uncommon or higher. So we will see off of that. Get this here. They did the same thing before. That's okay, we have scissors. We got Goblin Trailblazer. Which is minutes 2/1. Cost 2. Pre-order Drain. Scry 2, then draw a card. 1 man. Bear, which is target creature gets death touch until end of turn, draw a card. Cost 2. Crimson Fleet Commander. I've seen this card before. Whenever it enters, you become the Monarch. And Monarch means at the end of a turn, at every turn of your turn, you draw a card instead. Well, I don't know why I had the possibility of 500 cards. Sailor of Means, seen this card plenty of times. I'm not showing the right thing. Sailor of Means. Soul of Might, cost 4, put X 1/1 counters, which X is that creature's power. So basically, you're doubling the creature's power. Pretty decent card for that. That's a green. We got Elfland Colors. Whenever it dies, get elf, 3/1/1 green elf tokens, and then build 3 cards. Pretty decent. Costs a lot though. Seer's Lantern. You can add 1 mana, and then you could pay 2 to scry 1, which is look at the top card of your library, and you can either put it on the top or bottom of the library. Fiery Cannon. Deal 2 damage to each non-pirate creature. Skywild Shot. Destroy a creature with power 3 or greater. Ooh. And scry 1. Field Called Fugitives is an elf summoned rogue. Elf Salamander Rogue. That's a type. Salamander? Really? It is this creature can't be blocked by creatures of power 2 or less. It's a 7/4. Gosh. And they have Encore, which means you can exile it from your graveyard. For each opponent, create a top E and attacks that opponent if turn is able. They gains haste. So wait, that's huge. It's not the worst card. Not pretty good card actually. Siren's Wing. Add 2 colorless mana. Tap. Skilled. Almost the first uncommon we have. Not very good one. A target artifact becomes a 5/5 for as long as it becomes the field. It's not bad, but because it's probably better now that we have the Brothers War. Facts. Open the armory. Search your library for an aurora or an equipped card. Reveal it and then put it into your hand and shuffle your library. Fall Vessel, you have no maximum hand size. We have our rare Keeper of the Accord. At the beginning of each opponent's instead, that player controls more creatures than you. That means if you have no creatures and your opponent has at least 1, or you create a 1/1 white soldier with your token. At the beginning of each opponent's in-step, the player controls more lands. You may search for a basic plains card. I mean, not a terrible card, just not the best card. We have in our, if you have 1 or more pirates you control, deals damage to you, create a token for each opponent that was dealt damage. It has partner. A lot of them have partner. And then, sweet. Let's see. It says, when Caramel of the East Tree costs 6, has reach, and whenever another permanent enters the battlefield you can control, if it wasn't put there by the battlefield but with an ability, you may put a permanent card with lesser or equal to make cost onto the hand. Has partner. Our foil it's a foil. It's hard to say. Soul's Fire, deal damage equal to the number of damage equal to its power. And then we have the Personic Piper. It becomes the chosen color. What? That's terrible. And then we have our zombie token. Okay. So what's going to happen for each one of these, I'm just going to let you know, is I'm going to go ahead and stop the video and then let you know. Let's see. Okay, here we go. I'm going in order. I'm gonna use the MGT because it's easier for me to look it up here. Do that. I do have to check. This is foil. Foils 25. Card 178. Fiery Canyon 24 cents. Crimson Feed 171 24 cents. Grabber and Trailblazer 15 cents. The Piper 1. Garbage card, honestly. It's basically just a card that says, hey, you can choose it as your commander. Not really worth it to me. Keeper of Mins, which should be the most expensive card. It's $3. Open the Armory. Card 34 cents. 50 gets plus 52. Card 46. It's 15 cents. Thought Vessel should be a little more expensive than a lot of the other cards. $3.46. $3, yeah. Plus $3.17. Thought Vessel. Santa's Ring's also. I don't know that this one's gonna be nearly as expensive. $3.40 is 24 cents. Yeah. Sears Lantern, card 338, plus 20 cents. Card 239, comes the East Tree, $3. Card 227 is plus 15 cents. This one I feel like should be a lot more. It's not though. Souls in Might, and honestly, it's one of the favorite cards in that pack. Probably because I haven't really used any of the other ones. Nope, I didn't. Card 79, 25 cents. Skilled units 78. It's 23 cents. Card 88, 15 cents. Preordain, card 84, 52 cents. How is it that expensive? Elf Blight, 124, 15 cents. Blight Blades weren't worth a thing. It's 110. It's 15 cents. That's it, not worth anything. Alright, so after pack 1, we're at $13.18. So we are actually in a lot better. I'm going to go ahead and put the rares to a different point of view because there should be, in theory, 2 rares in every pack. Foils. In theory, there might only be 1. But there were 2 rares in that one, so everything in commons. Commons non-full commons, I should say. But I honestly thought Bezel was pretty good. I have to say that amount. I guess there was only two. There's another one, isn't there? So not bad for the first pack. Honestly, $13. Pack number 2. I will hold on before we go too far anymore into this video here. This is gonna be a very long video. I want any of the planeswalkers in the main effect. I don't care about being foil. Planeswalkers are I really want to get, but you know, any of these things would be fine. I want to see one planeswalker. Weird. Oh, that's because I had an S in front of it. That explains it. But any of the planeswalker, any of these mythics, honestly, I would really like to get. I've already got this one. I don't really care about that one so much. It's not very good. Yeah. I don't need to actually look at this anymore. Anyways, pack 2. I might do this into 2 separate videos because of how long it is, but where are we? I lost my scissors. That was pack 1. Pack 2. Alright. Boarding Parade, Haste, and Cascade. Cascade is whenever you cast a spell, exile top card to the library until you exile a non-land card with less mana cost than this card. And then you can cast it without paying mana cost. Dual range assistance, mill card, add 1. Universal Silverone, also in the last set. Defiant Southwest, whatever it is. You can sacrifice a creature and add a 1/1 counter to this. Brunchman Garbum, awful. It's tap, discard a card, draw a card. Everblade Masker, all non-elves get -2/2. Pilgrim's Eye, you get a search your library for a basic land, has flying 1/1. Cage of Hands, you can attack or block, and you can turn it to your owner's hands to make it be able to attack. Might be a good starting card. Encourage Track, you become the Monarch. It enters the field, and it can block an additional creature in combat as long as you are the Monarch. Mothman's Twins, create a 2/2 black zombie token. We got a zombie, oh what? It's a terrible card, this is called the... It's called, alright, as additional cost, you have to exile 2 creature cards from your graveyard. This is terrible. This is one of my least favorite cards. I've seen several of these. Something Myrrh. This is deal 2 damage to any target whenever it dies. Turn is bandage, you can just tap. It's basically Evolving Wilds. Search library for a basic land. Put on the battlefield tapped. Mindless Operation. Here's battlefield 2, 1 1 counters. You can discard a card to put 1 counter on it, or you can move 2 to draw a card. Oh, cool. Imprint other elves are +1/+1. You can create and you can create an elf token. I love these kind of cards. These are they're just nice. Prideful of the Perfect. Elves you control +2/+0. Really cool. And we got yikes! We got a mythic. It's Cascade, 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 Cascade. I still don't have a clue what that means, but this is one of the most expensive cards in the set. It occurs multiple times. So in theory, you continue doing this you do this 4 times. That's great. I'm gonna put that to this. I'm gonna put that in a sleeve. I don't have to go with my things. And we got our first one here. When a token leaves the battlefield, put 1 counter on it. It's an elf warrior, and whenever it leaves, it creates a number that's equal to its power. That's pretty cool. And then our other one is at the beginning of each step, create X1 with spirits with flying, where it's X is the number of creature tokens you create this turn. Yeah, so you have to do a lot of creatures. Maybe not terrible. And then our foil is Rattle the Sage, not worth a damn thing. And finally, we got a treasure token. Okay. So I'm not because of how long this could be, I'm gonna go ahead and just go through these things and give you the uppings and the end. So I'll be right. Alright, after updating all of that, we're at $29.18. This card itself is $11.99. It's pretty huge. That's the first mythic we have seen so far. I have sleeves over here, so we don't need to worry about that too much. I'm gonna put this to the side though, because we want to keep that separate. That's one mythic, and who knows what else things we got. These are uncommon, it's not very. No rares in that pack, however. Alright, pack number 3. Sparkling Dragon. When it enters the field, you can pay 3. If you do, 3 damage to any target. Target Flood of Recollection. Return instant sorcery from your graveyard to your hand. Then exile it. Exile this card. Oh, Ivy Land. Whenever a green creature enters the battlefield under your control, put a 1 counter target creature. Very, very good. I love this card, by the way. This is probably my favorite card of this pack. It's not great, but Dragon Mantle. Terminator enters the battlefield, draw a card, and it gains pay red. This creature gets +1/+0, +1/+0 to end turn. Very, very good. Prosperous Pirate. When enters the battlefield, create 2 treasure tokens, 3/4, cost 5. James Tome, discard a card, draw a card, pay 2. A Pointer of Venom. Whenever a creature attacks, you pay 3. When you do, put 1 counter on that creature. Very good. It's an angel. Scoring Bandit. When it enters the battlefield, put 2 1 counters on it, and you can move 1 counters from this into another creature. Whenever at the beginning of your upkeep, so you can kill it. Basically, you can kill it. Moss Diamond, few bucks for that. Adds green. Something huntsman. Whenever it dies, you create a elf token. Sephard of Dawn, flying and lifelink. I love life creatures, but they're that one's not very good. It's not bad, but it's not great. Workshop assistant. Whenever it dies, you move another target artifact from a graveyard to your hand. Prophet Prism. You get to draw a card, and you can pay 1 to add 1 mana of any color. Not really necessary in Commander, unfortunately. Scholar of Ages is the first uncommon. This allows you to return 2 instant sorceries to your graveyard, from your graveyard to your hand. If you at the beginning of your upkeep, if you lost life, you create a 1/1 soldier. Whenever a chain creature attacks, put 1/1 counter on it. If it has 3 or more, then you sacrifice it, and then you can search your library for 2 basic lands and shuffle your library. This is not great. Oozes, you get +1/+1. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you control a commander, create a token that's a copy of this. And it's not terrible. It's not great. And then we have a commander that becomes a partner of a horse. Whenever a commander you control attacks, put 1 counter on it. Could be very good. And we have an alternate art form of this Jazzoth Vice Reborn. We gotta put that in the sleeve. It is a mythic. It is an alternate art form. By the way, there's only supposed to be 1% one of these, so this is probably no one we're gonna get. That is that's probably about $15. Secret Lantern foil, and then we have a spirit. Wow. All right. Back in a second. All right. After that, we are at 43. After putting all those in, we are at $43.20. This here. Stream is $10. Honestly, it's not the great of a card. It's not terrible, but it's a little bit kind of like meh, not really great. Put that over here though, because it is a card of great importance. All right, next pack we've got here. I think we're probably not getting into one of those alternate forms, though. Oh, I like this. Now we got That's my Pokemon away. We got Makeshift Malin, which is sacrifice an artifact or a creature, deal 1 damage to any target, pay 1. There is a better version of this card, which I actually think is banned now. It does exactly the same thing, except you just sacrifice a creature and deals 1 damage to any target. It's probably banned. Oh, that's not bad, though. Let's see. Area Surveyor, you can put either you put 1 counter or return a hand. Angel Gift, give it flying, and you get to draw a card. When you activate it, as long as you control artifact, it gets +1/+0 and has Death Touch. Undying Rage, +2/+2 and can't block. Whenever it's put in the graveyard, return to its hand. Runway Together. Choose 2 creatures, return them. Choose 2 creatures, chosen by different players, return both of them to hand. Put 1 counter. If it's Vegetarian, he gets to fight. Supernatural Stamina gets +2/+0 and it returns to your hand if it dies. Fire Diamond, 25 cents. Those are all like the same cost. Squad Captain, Put one counter on each creature you control. Put one counter on it for each other creature you control. Holy mackerel! How is that common? I think it's an uncommon other form. We got Wildheart Invoker. It's an elf. Steamer, you pay 8 and gains trample into an turn. And +2/+2. Something Phone Guard. Staunch Phone Guard. You get its vigilance, and whenever it enters battlefield, you become the monarch. Or Palace. You pay 1. You can either add colorless or pay 1 to add 1 mana of any color. Spend of your commander's divinity, so it can be any of the colors that your commander has. And commander is a legendary creature or planeswalker that's allowed you to use the ability. If you spend this mana to cast your commander, it enters with an additional 1/1 counter equal to the number of times it's been cast from the command zone each game. Not bad, but not great. Ward of Elf's Isles. Creature flying costs 1 less to cast. Very good card. Forced response, if we already looked at this one, whenever you lost life. It's another Ward of. And sacrifice it after you get 3. And we have a Avatar. Body of Knowledge. It's an avatar. Its power of is equal to the number of cards in your hand. Oh, that's terrible. For me, it's terrible. You have no maximum hand size, and whenever it's whenever it deals damage, you draw that many cards. It could be very good. I'm not going to be very good at using this because whenever I play the game, I always seem to run out of cards. Anyways, our commander, first commander is Joel, Master of Roots. Whenever you sacrifice a permanent, put 1 counter on this, and whenever it dies, you deal damage equal to its power, equal to any target, so deal to the player. And then we have a rare. This card's awful. Though a player whose turn it is may end the turn. They may end their turn. In what situation is that useful? Hope it's more expensive than it appears. Oh, then we have an alternate art form of the Shanra thing, which is actually not bad. There's a creature for Shanra. And then we have a Golem. That actually might be a few bucks. I've got one. I did pull one of the alternate art forms of this card. I don't know which one it is. It's not foil. That's pretty cool. We'll have to see how much that one's worth. I'll put that. I'm definitely going to put that in the sleeve. As for the other ones, they're, yeah, we'll check those. Alright. Back in a second. Alright, well, I will say this, this card's 48 cents. Just to show you how bad it is. The player whose turn it is may end their turn. I would say that's probably the most useless rare I've ever had. I might find one that's a little bit worse than that. I mean, there's some rare cards that are probably worse than that. They just don't have any abilities. But this card only a little. It's 55 cents. Pretty cool card though. I will say it's also. I'm gonna put it over here. All right. Next pack. We're gonna go over here. Get my scissors. attack. Gale Strike. Return target creature to its owner's hand. It has to be tapped, so that's not really a great draw card. Bad Way Inns, we've already got this one multiple times, I think. Remember attacks? Oh, never mind. Target creature and opponent control gets -1/-1 until end of turn. And can occur it. Bazin Freebooter. Whenever it enters battlefield, create treasure token. Chaos like Courser. It's flying as long as it's attacking. Otherwise, it doesn't have flying. Honestly, it's kind of like it has flying, but when it's attacking. So I mean, weird. Gift of Paradise, not a bad card. You gain fair life when it enters the battlefield and add 2 mana of any color. Farhint Elf. You may search the library for a basic land, and then you put it on the battlefield tap. So basically, Evolving Wilds. It's basically Evolving Wilds if it costs 3. I'm a Massacre. Ancestor Blade. Whenever it enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 soldier. Then attach it to it, so it's basically two soldier. Feudal enters the battlefield. Mr. Children for a basic land by removing a counter. Not a terrible card. Charcoal Diamond, 25 cents. I can already tell you right now. That's gonna be about what that is. Elder Spear. You can pay 2, sacrifice 6, search over for 2 basic lands. That's pretty good, I have to say. Command Tower, pretty common for me. I don't find it very useful, but that's my opinion. Horizontal Scholar, it's an uncommon. When it enters battlefield, scribe 2 and has flying. Fencing Ace of Double Strike. It's 1/1 with Double Strike. A Friend's Sailbrewer, whenever it has haste, all creatures can attack your opponents and planeswalkers as though they have haste. So basically your creatures have haste. That's really what that is. Yeah. All creatures can attack your opponents within planeswalkers. I can't use the ability. I can't tap it. That's why I can't use tapped abilities. Yeah, okay. And then our rare. Choose one. If you control a commander, cast a spell. Either each opponent sacrifices a creature with the greatest power, or exile cards from all opponents' graveyards, create X01 black foil tokens, where X is the power of the creatures. Exile this way. Not great. Not great card. Radiant Center Angels, you can tap an untapped creature to give it with flying to give it protection of color of your choice. Hey! If I go for one with this one's for like 40 cents. And then we have Baron's Ranger, which is when you draw a card and lose a life. And then first in the card we don't care about. Don't know the house head. And a token soldier. I don't think that's that good, but we'll see. Be right back. Alright, so for that one, the most expensive, this card was still technically the most expensive. It was 50 cents though. So that pack, we did not get our money back off, let's just say that. Oh, that's hints. We did get this card too, but you know, it's not super nice. I'm not putting any of those in sleeves. because that card's garbage. So, anyways, hope we do a little bit better for the next pack here. I can tell right now this has not been tampered with. All right, let's see what we got here. Armored of Isis, when an equipped creature attack, put a 1/1 counter on it. Holy mackerel. That's not over. That's a common? Wow. Wild Sailbirds, you can destroy target artifacts, 5/3, cost 5. There are parts of Pirates. Bellblade, another one of those. Champion Flame gets +2/+2 for each Aurora and equipment card attached to it. So basically, it's a really powerful creature. Probably should be. I think it's an uncommon actually in our sets. Elephant's Doomsayer, you can discard a card, or each opponent make an opponent discard a card. Something Fleet Admiral becomes Mark. It can't be blocked by creatures that Mark controls. I don't know what that means. Knife Braid Edge, whenever a creature leaves the battlefield, put 1 counter on it, so exile all your creatures and then every creature trap for this one, and you got a pretty powerful card. Sewer Spider, it's been a lot of sets. I'm not too impressed with that one, but it's fine. Oh, Fire Inspector. Artifact spell slots less. I've got about 12 of these now in different art forms. This is actually, I actually like this card. You ask me to smile. Destroy a non-black creature with toughness less than or equal to the number of cards in your graveyard. Not really great. Pirate's Cutlass. Attach it to a target pirate you control. I got one of those, I think. Beloved Blessing. Choose a color. A creature has the protection of chosen color. Its effect doesn't remove aurora's head as it's already attached. So it's long. So it's protection from spells, spells, creatures, auroras, and everything like that are not already on it. That's pretty cool. And then we've got ourselves Angelic Armorettes. It's +2/+2 in flying and is a white angel in addition to its other colors and types. So it's a white card in addition to its types. It's equipped with 4. That's pretty cool. That's pretty good. Solar the Strong. Each opponent chooses any number of creatures they control with power of 4 or less. That means, I won't point out that does mean 4 power total. So you can do up to 4 creatures. They all happen to have 1 power. And assuming that none of them are 0 powered creatures. Their creatures are sacrificed. And it's not bad. Victimize. Choose 2 creatures in your graveyard. Sacrifice a creature. If you do, return the chosen cards to the battlefield tapped. Wow. That's pretty cool. And then we have Spectral and Seeding. I think this is a couple bucks. Enters the battlefield tapped unless you have 2 or more opponents. In Commander, that generally happens. That generally does happen. Toma the Devastator. Whenever 1 more card's over, create a 2/2 black zombie. That's pretty good. It's not bad, anyways. And then we got lost the card. Then we got something in Call of the Wildwood. Add blue if its spell is cast to a power of 6 or less. You draw a card. Yeah, not that great. That was not that great of a pack. Esther's Blade is the foil. And then we have a horror token. That was a little sad. I think that pack was terrible. But anyways, after farther review, um, eh, this is about This is about $7. So 8, 7.5. So this card's gonna go into sleep and over here. All right, that was a good pack. Let me going to show you guys where we are. We are at $64 at this point, almost very close to $64, which is about half the value, I think. And we've still got, and that was what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 packs, I think. So we have gone for 6 packs, and we are very close at this point. That's 6 packs. That might have been. I think it's 6 packs to over to being halfway. All right, next pack. We ourselves and POTUS pre-file. Whenever it dies, create a treasure token. You can incur and encore it. Applying eyes, draw 4 cards, discard 2. Howling Golem. Whenever it diagonally blocks, each player draws a card. Dragon Egg. Create a 2/2. Whenever it dies, create a 2/2 dragon that has this creature gets +1/+0 and until the end of the turn with 1 hits. Smallest mutation is at minus x minus 0, which is equal to the number of cards you have in your graveyard, right? Veteran Seer, sacrifice a creature, scry 1. Skull Rage, if we looked at the before, not foil though. Deal damage, target creature deals damage equal its power to another creature. It's fighting. Not fighting exactly. Covers the King's Bale Coroner. Whenever it enters the battlefield, put 1/1 counter target creature. Wild Size, make it +2/+2, and trample into the turn, draw a card. Elf Blind Assassin. Yes, target creature get -1/-1 until end of turn. Fingal Familiar, whenever it enters the battlefield, you gain 2 life. Choose a player. Add 1 mana to that color. Any color. Or they choose. Not a bad card, I guess. If you were in a 2-handed giant match, this would be good. Or not 2-handed giant. Something where you actually worked with another person. That would be pretty good. Maelstrom Colossus Cascade 7/7. Bruce Hearts. You can pay 3, sacrifice it to get 2 basic lands. Serial Myrrh. Artifact spells have flash, and it has flash itself. Noxious Dragon. Whenever it dies, destroy target creature with convert mana cost 3 or less. And we have this card, which actually, Hull Breacher. When if an opponent would draw a card, except for the first one, they draw in each of the draw steps. Although card, yeah. Instead, you create a treasure token, so they don't get to draw another card. So, but you get to do it. That's actually pretty cool. Kingdom the Flesh Sculptures, sacrifice 3 artifacts and or creatures. You can look at the top 3 cards of the library, put 2 of them in your hand, and the other in the graveyard. Ghost of something depending on. It can't be blocked by creatures that have toughness 3 or less. Creatures gotta be really 3 or greater, so it's gotta be your creatures gotta be really weak. Deals committed to player. Choose the one target card in your graveyard that was discarded or put there for the library this turn. Put it into your owner's hand. And then a Elf's Fleet Admiral foil, and we have a copy. Let's see what we got. Alright, after calculating all of that, we got $78. Oh, I have one more card. I didn't realize. Sorry, $68. I don't know why I said that. If I have one more card, I didn't realize I didn't have this. 74 is $1.59. It's Hull Breacher. It's $1 Breacher. So basically, your opponents can only draw one card per turn, and this actually could be very useful if you actually had a card that said, "Hey, draw cards," and the foil was 25 cents. Nice. All right, to the next pack we have here. We have On Speaker, Scry 2 when it enters the battlefield. Inspiring Wool. Each creature you control gets a 1/1 counter. Something vertical, deal 3. 5, I think. That's pretty cool. Another one of these fundamental mutations. Creatures -X/-0. Another Howling Goblin. Another Goslin Bootfire. Planet Center, you become the monarch when it enters the battlefield. It's a Ambush Viper. It has Death Touch and it has Flash. Marble Diamond, 25 cents. Thorn of the Back Rows. When it enters the battlefield, become the monarch. Court Street is whenever a white creature enters the control, tap target creature your opponent controls. Admiral's Judgment, exile target creature or enchantment. No, yeah. Limited Gargoyle 6. Burning Anger. This creature deals damage equal to its power to any target. Oh my gosh. To think how powerful that might be. First I'm coming for a reason. Cause think of this, if a creature has 20 power, you win the game, basically. Okay, it's not commander, but basic idea, that's huge. Solar of Ages. Return instants, 2 instances or sorceries in your graveyard. Then you've got Griff Grafted War Gear. Gets +3/+2, and when it becomes unattached from permanent. Let's sacrifice that permanent. Okay, cool. So basically, if the creature is destroyed, it's just sacrificed anyways, and you've equipped for 0. Don't know if that's really that bad actually. You just can't unequip it. So be bad at certain points. Oh, we got another Vol of Campers. It's probably about $7. Something here, Rangers. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield, you may pay 2. When you do, that creature deals damage to it equal to its power to a target. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. We've got Tumbled Goblin Weaponsmith. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under control, create a colorless artifact token named Rock. Why? With equipped creature gets sacrifice rock and deals damage to target part creature. And equip 1. That's weird. And then we have our foil, which is whenever an artifact gets put into your graveyard, it gets +2/+0 to end of turn. And then we have our token, which is the golem. Alright, let's just see here. How much does that mean we add? Alright, so we've added quite a bit. We've quite a bit to money. We are Volt Champions mode, the rare, which we'll put in a sleeve for opponents, is now $9. Let's see. That's a pretty huge name. Mold Beads was 25 cents. I think most of the foils we're going to have are going to be 25 cents. But anyways, up to our next pack. Force Denial, get to Cascade. That's it. Counter target spell. Ooh, Haunted Cloak. It has Vigilance, Trample, and Haste. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Crimson Thief Commando. Of his form, this creature can't be blocked. Yikes. Different Salvager, sacrifice an artifact or creature, put a 1 counter on this to kill and use as a sorcery. Put a Portent of Betrayal, gain control of creature until end of turn. It gains haste and you scry 1. Angel of Dawn. Creature you control get +1/+1 in vigilance when it enters. Last Van Bowmaster, when you cast an ant spell, you can have to deal 2 damage to target creature with flying. Albine Collars, you create 3 1/1 Elf Warrior tokens and mill 3 cards when it dies. Core Cartographer. You can search for basic planes and enter the battlefield tapped whenever it enters the battlefield. Silverback Shaman. Whenever it dies, draw a card. It's trample. Around Ask, it's +3/+0 and has every creature type. It's a Changeling, which means it has every creature type. Riptor Spiral. It's tapped and it is sacrificed whenever it adds 1 mana VA card. Awful land. It's not good. Volcanic Dragon. Flying in haste. Siren Stormtider. Sacrifice it and counter spell. 1 flyer. Uncraft Judge. Whenever it enters battlefield, draw a card for each creature you control with a 1/1 counter on it. That's not terrible, I guess. Do we have like one less uncommon in that? Oh no, it's the Photo Dragon's also a common. Uncommon. Alright, upgrade. It's a mythic. Whenever it's battlefield, you become the monarch. And you, as long as you're the monarch, damage can't cause you to lose life. Which means you can only be the monarch. What? Is that right? Because whenever you deal damage to a creature, the person has the monarch. Then you can't lose life. Is that right? Holy cow. Well, that's definitely getting sleeved. You become the monarch. As long as you are the monarch. Damage can't cause you to lose life. Because whenever you come to damage, okay. It might not be what the thing is. But still, that's sleeved. Definitely. Rebecca, Art of... I don't even know what that is. Of age, artifacts have protection of from each environmental cost from the monsters you control. So all you have to do is have every single artifact you want. So as long as it does that, artifacts can't be destroyed with that. Artifacts are protected from convert each environmental cost. Okay, so as long as you have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, whatever the amount is, you can't. Your artifacts can't be destroyed. That's pretty cool. Oh wait a minute, is this what I think it is? It's double-sided, I think. It's First Strike, Menace, and Trample. Its partner. It's double-sided, I think. No, it's not double-sided. It's partner. You can have 2 commanders. I don't know why it's like that. No one's had that. No, none of these. None of our commanders have that, so I don't know. Corpse Churn. It's con. And then we have the Monarch. I'm going to read this as we have that. At the beginning of your draw step, beginning of your end step, you will draw a card, and whenever a creature you control, the creature deals combat damage to you, its controller becomes the Monarch. That's what that does. That's pretty cool. All right. I have a feeling this is probably about $10. It's probably actually like 5, but we'll find out. Its actual price is. All right. So after determining that this wasn't, this card is 70 cents. It's a mythic. It's 70 cents. I honestly disagree with their comments. I mean, sure, I'm gonna keep it in the sleeve, but it's just it was trash. It was pretty trash. I do not understand this card so much. Not to your thing. I don't know why it has the little symbol here. No, not this. Just like this little symbol right here. Maybe it's supposed to combine somewhere. Oh, it's 0 cost. That's why. I don't know. But anyways, we'll put that to the side. I don't know for sure what that one is. Anyways, next pack. And I'll probably end up doing this in two parts. Alright, Desert Capsule. Sacrifice it and destroy a target artifact or enchantment. Quartz Charm. Riverwind Tactics. Target creature can't block this turn. You get to draw a card. Source Stars. You get to, whenever you control an artifact, you draw a card. Life and Gift. You put a 1/1 counter on each creature that has a 1/1 counter on it already. Welding Sparks. 6 plus X. It is X plus 3. A Captain's Call, create 3/1/1 creature tokens. An Annoying Dinosaur. It's reached trample and has Cascade. Some Skeleton. Fall for Favor. When there's battlefield, tapped current creature and you become the mark. And it doesn't untap as long as you are the mark. It says Sith Aniston deals combat damage to target player. Deal 1.1 counter on it. Commander Sphere. It at 1 minute of the commanders of your commander's color identity. Trusty Pack Beast. You get to return an artifact to your graveyard. Valve Lightning gets +2/+2 and has first strike, and it can attack you or Planeswalker control. Honestly, this makes no sense for you not you put it on your own creature. You got Supreme Will, which is counter dark spell, as a 2 on place 3, or look at the top 4 cards of your library, put one of them in your hand, and the other on your library. And we have Sifter Worm. Enters battlefield, scry 3, then reveal the top card of your library. You gain life equal to the convert's cost, so you would just keep the highest cards you could. Then we got Training Center, which is another one of those that's probably about $7 to $9. This thing, which is actually ridiculous. Whenever a commander you control deals combat damage to a player, deal that damage to each other opponent. So you only have to deal with one opponent, really. Rebecca. Same thing, we've already had the card. Then got James Totem, and then a rock. A rack. We'll see what we got for that one. Alright, so it appears Training Center is $8.13. And the remainder of the cards make it go up to $90.43, which we're about $50 away from the amount needed. And we've got 14 packs left. Let's see, we got another Anguished Form. Crown of Dark Fiends. Whenever it enters battlefield or dies, you mill 2 cards. Skywalker Giant for 3. Kaiser Horseman has attacking as flying as long as it's attacked. Gift of Paradise, gain 3 life. Then with Federal. Enters battlefield, put 2/1 counters on it, you can remove it. Murder, destroy target creature. Ancestral Blade. Wild Size. Another Charcoal Dam, which is 25 cents. We looked that one up before. Virtual Scene, which is, I think it's about 39 cents. Armamentral Spear. Command Tower. Add 1 mana. Defeat commanders. Something Lieutenant. Whenever it attacks, attacking creatures with flying get +1/+1 until end of turn. Stinger Flying Spider. Whenever it enters battlefield, it may destroy target creature with flying. Demake War. Draw 3 cards from enters, and at the beginning of each end step, you lose 2 life for each card in your hand. Why would you want to play this? I mean, draw 3 cards, and you want to store it after that, I guess. So not that great. And then we have Dawngling Reagent. You become the mark, and as long as you are the mark, permanents you control have hexproof. So cool. We got Torrent's Bear Claw. Whenever it attacks, it gets +0, +0, +X, where X is the greatest number of creatures the greatest power of creatures you control. And then we have what is that called? Yes. You and permanents have protection from salamanders. That's useless. At the beginning of each player who controls the fewest creatures gets a 4/3 blue salamander warrior with a creature token. That sounds like a useless commander. It's a rare. Don't know why. Workshop assistant foil. And then this is Monarch. We have that again. Rares, rare. I don't think that it's actually that good, but we'll see. And with that, we are at $95 for so far. I've opened, according to my calculation, 10, maybe 1 or 2 more than that of these packs, of these Creator Legends booster packs. Next, I will be opening the rest of them in the second part of this one. We are at $95. So far I'm pretty impressed with this. I've got, if my calculations are correct, 4, 4, 4, 4, and 5. So I've got 13 left, I think. So we have 11 done. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. And don't forget to get the game on if you haven't hit that like button, subscribe button. It'd be, I would appreciate if you would. So do so. I'll see you guys in the next video.